So what's going on, y'all? It's Navoy Vincent, repping Navoy Vincent Fitness, and we're back again today with another YouTube video. And the topic of today is going to be, how do I find my purpose? Now, guys, in life, as I've said on here a bunch of times, you need to have a purpose. Like, you need to have something that kind of gets you out of bed every day, something that's your life goal, or at least something that you strive to do. And usually what I would suggest is somehow making it to a point where it's a bit monetary, meaning that you can make some paper off of it. Now, that doesn't mean, neglect your work or nothing like that. What I'm saying is, let's say your purpose is your job. I work in a corporation, but I'm in the logistics department. So I know certain people that are very dead set on basically moving their way up the corporate ladder. And that's perfectly fine, man. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's your purpose, let's say, you got your bachelor's degree and you want to basically go for that master's. That's part of your purpose because you want to move up in that company. Guys, it's perfectly okay to be to be your purpose. Some of these people with the whole entrepreneur grind set, that's not for everybody. Being an entrepreneur, it really isn't for everyone. And that's perfectly fine, man. You can always do something else. We ain't going to judge you around here. But when I talk about purpose, I look at it more to a side hustle, something that you actually really enjoy. And for me, there's going to always be 4 different aspects that you want to look in. So for the first aspect, I would say, what do you love? Now, me personally, what I love is bodybuilding and fitness. Like, I love to go to the gym. I look forward to going to the gym all the time. Like, today I trained back and biceps, and I can remember in the morning thinking to myself, yeah, I get to go to the gym today. I get to train tomorrow's hamstrings, and sadly on Monday it's a rest day. So, push-pull leg type deal. But that's what I love to do. And as you guys do know, if you are new here, I work as an online trainer. My name is Navoy. I'm an online trainer from Florida. So if you're new here, make sure to check out NavoyVincentFitness.com for coaching. But basically, when I work as an online trainer, and it is my passion. It's so much fun to do. It's always cool to meet new people, have the new clients, get that little dopamine rush of the success that comes in from having new people. But what I would say is you have to find something that you truly love to do. Guys, if you like doing pottery, that can be your purpose too. Or you want to be a fisherman, go on ahead and be the best fisherman that you can be. Buy the best rods, buy the best bait, find the best little spots. You got to find your little purpose, but at the same time, figure out a way to monetize it so that your purpose, something that you love, actually becomes something that you like to do. Now, the next aspect of figuring out what your purpose is what are you good at? Now, guys, there's a big difference between what you love and what you're good at. Like, when I was younger, I loved the NBA, I loved basketball, but I really wasn't that good at basketball. I was pretty trash. So, yeah, I loved it, but at the same time, I could never go pro because I'm only 5'10" on a good day. And on top of that, I had my jump shot was ass, my layups were ass. I was not that good of a player, and I didn't really practice. So yeah, I loved it, but I'm not good at it. But when it comes to bodybuilding, I'm actually very, very good at it, and I love it on top of that. But most importantly, in a different aspect, I'm very good at explaining things to people. I would say that's the big gift that I've always had, and I can always remember even as a child, and even recently when I've had certain projects at my main job, I've always been able to explain things to people in a way that they can always understand. And that's just kind of like my little gift, where everybody's got something different. Everybody's got something special about them that they're very good at. And you need to figure out what that is with you. So, for example, obviously working as an online coach, being able to break down information to people in a way that they can understand, this is very good for me in my business and most importantly my purpose, because I'm able to give clients better results because I'm very good at explaining things to people. In a past life, maybe I should have been a teacher because that's probably what I would have been very, very good at. Next thing would have to be, at least the next aspect of figuring out what your purpose is. What does the world need right now? So, for example, working as an online coach, we're going to double back to me again. People need to put the damn fork down is what they need to do. Like, obesity in the U.S. is crazy. I think it's 74% of Americans are overweight or some crazy number like that. And even over here in Europe, in Germany, you see people that are more and more overweight. In the Western Europe is kind of getting more and more overweight because of all the fast food. There's not so much movement here. Yeah, people walk and bike, but at the same time, with all these different foods, the chemicals they put in there, man, like, it's really messing you up in a way that natural food wouldn't do to you. And I say all of this because the world does need to lose weight, or at least be healthier. And with my purpose, working as an online coach, NovoiVincentFitness.com for coaching, by me being able to do this, I can do these different, I can not do this, but I can offer people a simple way to eat and make sure to train to where they can lose weight or gain muscle and feel much better about themselves. I've lost count of how many of the European clients, specifically German clients, that I have, to where when I recommend them, usually if they do sign up for coaching, I'll recommend them to start taking vitamin D3 with K2. Now, vitamin D3, that comes from the sun. Now, for y'all that don't know, in Germany, there ain't no damn sun. The weather here is just as bad as England, actually, or at least northwest Germany. I live in northern Germany. So the weather here is not very good. And because most people lack vitamin D3, when I put a client on vitamin D3, in at least a week or two, they're already telling me how they feel amazing all the time. That's because they're more than likely they were vitamin D3 deficient. This is why when you go on vacation, you always feel really good, because you usually go into a nice sunny place, and on top of that, you're outside all day. So you're soaking up all that vitamin D3, and because of this, you feel much better. Now, me giving this person this knowledge, let's say they go through the 3-month coaching course and they're like, you know, I lost the weight that I needed. I'm ready for this wedding, or I'm ready for this event where I can fit this dress or fit this suit. They don't want to train with me no more. That's fine. But I've given them a tool to which they understand that most people are vitamin D3 deficient. They tell their friends, they tell their family, and I'm kind of changing the world in that sense. You know, we're giving out vitamin D, if you will. Now, the last aspect would be, what do you get paid money for? Now, guys, when it comes to anything with your purpose, like I said earlier, and I've said throughout this video, guys, you should be getting some paper off of this. You need to monetize this. You got to figure out a way to get money from your purpose. Start bringing in some extra income. Guys, if 2020 didn't teach you anything, you should have multiple streams of income. You should have investments, not just your job, but you should have investments, but whether it be stocks, whether it be bonds, whether it be investing in different heavy metals. Let's say you're buying gold, let's say you're buying silver. I know actually during that time really ran up in price. You're buying crypto. You're figuring out different ways to have your money here, there, everywhere. So when something does hit, you're not going to be really asked out the way some people were during Corona. I mean, if you were invested in certain businesses, man, you were a donezo for like at least a solid couple of months. This market didn't really recover until a few months later. So this is why what I say here with your purpose, when you have that extra income coming in, it's a lot less stress, a lot less burden on you. Guys, I live alone and I live in a pretty nice part of the city. I can afford this because I got this extra bread coming in from my purpose. And this is what I need you guys to understand. You need to figure out a way to monetize your purpose. So if you are a fitness personality on Instagram, you should be writing a coach. You should be writing a program. You should be trying to figure out how to get people's emails. You need to figure out how to get traffic onto your website. If you don't have a website, get a website as soon as possible. You need to think of things as a business, from a business aspect. Because once you start bringing the money in from extra sources, guys, it takes a lot of stress off of you. You don't understand how much living paycheck to paycheck is not good for you. You need to have different money coming in from different ways, guys. So that's all I got to say today. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. As we always say here, make sure to control the negative, focus on the positive. It's your boy Navoy, repping Navoy Vincent Fitness. I'm out.